Hello, guys. Welcome to this section. On this section, we'll be discussing about some crypto terms, right? So, why you do one or two on crypto, why you maybe uh, you trade crypto, or you are mining, or you are typing, whatever it is you do, and you are leveraging the crypto space, the blockchain technology, it makes so much sense if you can familiarize yourself with some of the terms used, right? So that once people come up with something or they say something, you don't find it very difficult to actually assimilate, right? So it's good you learn every day and get used to these words so that as you grow in the industry, it will become easier for you to comprehend things, to communicate with people, and to assimilate things that are being communicated on the space, right? So we'll be starting with uh, cryptocurrency as a term, right? We are starting with cryptocurrency as a term. And here we can see the definition. We have the definition, we have some example, even though we already defined this in our previous section, but we just have to cover it, right? Cryptocurrency is what? A digital or virtual currency that uses cryptography for security and operates what? Independently of a bank, right? Independently of a graph, or sorry, a bank rather. So now, of a central bank. Now, if we look into the term cryptography in a bit, cryptography is more like it provides for secure communication in the presence of what? Malicious third parties, right? So this is more like encryption uses an algorithm and a key to transform an input in form of a plain text into an encrypted output in form of some cipher text, right? This way it may not really be readable if you are to view them, right? Then so just understand the word cryptocurrency as what? A digital virtual currency rather, right? That is what? That operates independently of a central bank. Like nobody, there is no bank that controls or coordinates this particular digital currency, right? Then example is what? We have Bitcoin, we have Ethereum, we have Litecoin rather, we have Solana, Tone, and so on, right? Then the next thing here is what? Decentralization. By decentralization, what do we mean? Decentralization is basically the distribution of power, right, and control away from a central authority, right? So it's just like you are decentralizing something. That's just the word. You are decentralizing it, thereby distributing the power and control away from a central authority, such as a bank or maybe government. And that's why you see the government is so much against crypto, right? They keep fighting crypto every day because they don't have power over crypto and they try to influence one or two. So, such as bank or government towards a network of participants, right? Example is what? Bitcoin's network is decentralized because no single entity controls it. So, the person that came up with Bitcoin, that started this, which is Satoshi Nakamoto. Up to date, this person is not known. The person has gone into hiding, or maybe the person is no longer existing, or maybe it's a group of people. Nobody knows this person to date. We've only heard of the name. And that's because if they get to know him, there's that possibility that they can do away with his life. It's even possible, not as if they will do it, not even, it's not about possibility, they will definitely do it, right? So Bitcoin is what? It's one of them and many others, right? Now, the next thing here is what? Bitcoin. You hear people, they will say BTC, BTC. They are referring to Bitcoin, right? The shortened form of Bitcoin is BTC. That's more like an acronym right now. Now, in terms of definition, Bitcoin is what? Is the first and most well-known cryptocurrency. People know Bitcoin, but they don't know crypto because Bitcoin is so common. And it makes so much sense if you've heard of Bitcoin, you know Bitcoin, you should try to understand what crypto really entails. That way, you gain more informed, you gain more knowledge on the industry, right? Now, this is created, just like I stated earlier, Bitcoin was created by an unknown person or group of people using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. This is the name in use. So you cannot trace the person, you cannot find out anything about this person till this very moment. If anything can happen later and he unveils himself, or maybe somebody get to know him, we can't really tell, right? So now the use case of Bitcoin is what? Bitcoin is often used as a digital store of value and for peer-to-peer transactions. For instance, there are some platforms that accept crypto payments. And crypto, the decentralization has made it very possible that there are no limitations to transacting in crypto. That's to say, you can be in one country and make payments in crypto to another country without any limitation, of which this is not possible within banks. You cannot transfer from a Nigerian bank to another bank without them maybe interfering or doing one or two. But in crypto, you can send as an individual to an individual in another country, any part of the world, without any limitation, without any constraint. All you need to do is have a wallet, and that person have a receiving wallet. You send to the person through the person's public address, and that's it, right? And that's it. So that's one use case of Bitcoin, right? Now, the other word here, or the other term here, is altcoin. Now, when you hear the word altcoin is basically alternative coin. So any cryptocurrency other than Bitcoin is what we refer to as altcoin. So if you hear people say altcoin, alternative coin. So after Bitcoin, there were other coins that came into existence. That's what altcoin stands for. An example, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, as there are a lot of cryptos currently, right? Lot of them. Anyone you can imagine that is in existence is an altcoin, right? Now, the next term here is wallet. Already defined wallet already, but then it still makes so much sense if you can consider it, right? A digital tool or software or hardware that allows you to store or send and receive cryptocurrencies, right? Now, hot wallet, uh, uh, which is a type of wallet, is connected to the internet, e.g., mobile apps, web wallets, and so on. But the cold wallet, this is not connected to the internet, e.g., hardware wallet, paper wallet. For instance, I have a paper wallet, right? I have a paper wallet. And what's this paper wallet like? I have a jotter, I have a diary where I put down some of my wallet informations. I can consider that as my wallet because the security key of key phrase on that particular notepad or whatever makes it has helped me to store my or save my crypto, because if I lose that key phrase, I am not going to access my wallet anymore. So I can consider my diary or jotter as what? As my code wallet. So hardware wallet and so on. These are the two types of wallet that we have, right? Then the next thing here is private key and public key. Now, they are what? Opposite of each other. A private key is a secret code that allows you to access and manage your cryptocurrency. When we were discussing about wallet, where we saw how to create non-custodial wallet, when we were creating it, you discover that we were giving some private keys to save. So these are the private keys. These are what they allow us to have access to control our wallet. So anybody that has access to your wallet has automatically gain access, and the person can do anything. The person can transfer your wallet coins or tokens, and you will lose everything. So keep them very private and secure. Very important, right? Now, just imagine, think of a pin to your bank account or pin to your social media account. That is what we are referring to as private key, because it gives you access to what? The wallet. Then when we talk about public key, which is the opposite of private key. Public key is basically an address that you can share with others to receive cryptocurrency. For instance, if I want to send you a crypto coin or token, I can ask you for your wallet address. The address you send, where you click on receive and you copy, or you click on deposit and you copy the address, just like we demonstrated when we were exploring centralized exchange and custodial wallets when depositing and receiving or sending. That is the key. So that public key, I cannot interfere with it. I can only send something to it. So this is similar to your bank account number that people use to send your money, right? That's what we refer to as public key here. Then the next thing is what? Mining. Mining by definition is a process of using computer power to solve complex mathematical problems to validate and record transactions on the blockchain. Now, miners are rewarded with new cryptocurrency coins, right? So when you hear mining, this is actually the concept of mining. So imagine you digging for gold, but this place here, or let me say in terms of crypto, you are not digging with any instrument, or you are not doing it physically. You're using computers to find and validate these digital coins, right? Then the next thing here is what? Next thing we have here is okay, I think this got duplicated. Okay. Smart contract. What are smart contracts? Right? Smart contracts are what? Self-executing contracts with the terms of the agreement directly written into codes. They automatically enforce and execute the terms when certain conditions are met. Now, example, Ethereum allows developers to create and deploy smart contracts, right? Now you can decide to maybe create a smart contract on a block on the blockchain. Maybe the smart contract would be anybody that do a particular task or drop a particular information, they should send them a token. So the code is going to be written, and it will automatically enforce once the person meets the criteria. So these are what smart contract. These are agreements that once something is performed, this should be done. You are buying a token. Once you click on swap, a smart contract has been executed. So for you to receive your token, you must pay in some, with a particular coin. So these are examples of what we refer to as smart contract. Then the next term here is what? Token. What are token? Token by definition, what? These are digital assets created on a blockchain that represent ownership or a utility. So tokens can be used within a specific platform or ecosystem, just like we stated when we were analyzing how to use decentralized exchange, how to swap coin, buy and sell. We saw how we can use Tone to buy other coin. So Tone is a token, while other coins under Tone blockchain are coins because they are depending on what? Tone blockchain. They are not the owner of the blockchain. But since the blockchain owns a particular token, that is Tone. They own Tone. So Tone is the blockchain asset, the blockchain main digital asset, right? So we have utility token and we have security token, right, for the sake of this. And utility token, this can be used to access services within a platform, e.g., you use Ethereum for transaction on the Ethereum network, you use Tone on Tone blockchain, you use Solana on Solana blockchain, you use BSC, BNB on BSC, and so on, right? These are utility token as well. Then when it comes to security token, this represents ownership in an asset, like a share in a company, right? Then the next thing here is decentralized finance. What are decentralized finance? By definition, this is just like a movement to recreate traditional financial system like loans and exchanges using decentralized blockchain technology, right? In a way, you are trying to model the financial system that is traditionally used, such as banks, where you can take loans or you can exchange, uh, you can do some exchanges. That is what this decentralized finance is all about, right? Then when you hear about NFT, NFT is simply non-fungible token, right? These are unique digital assets that represent ownership of a particular or specific item or piece of content. It could be a digital art, music, or in-game items. So just example are digital art pieces sold on platforms like OpenSea. This is where you see somebody can decide to take a snapshot of their face, do a cartoon of themselves, and decide to make it a non-fungible token. So these are all NFT. So as you progress, just engage and try to advance your knowledge more in this terms so that you can understand more. When we talk about exchange, exchange is considered as a platform where you can buy, sell, or trade cryptocurrency. And we already talked about this where we made mention of centralized exchange, where you can, people call it SEX, operated by a company, e.g. Binance, Coinbase, KuCoin, Bybit, and so on, right? Then we have decentralized exchange, DEX, right? DEX, DX, decentralized, operated by a network of computers, e.g. what? Uniswap, Jupiter, PancakeSwap, and so on, right? Then when we talk about fiat currency, right? I've used fiat currency at the course of this course, right? Fiat currency, by definition, these are traditional government issued currency, such as the US dollar, euro, naira, Ghana cedis, and so on, right? These are the traditional government issued currency. You can buy Bitcoin using fiat currency on exchanges, right? You cannot manufacture Bitcoin because you are not part of the mining process, so you don't have Bitcoin. So for you to be able to get or have access to Bitcoin, you must buy it. And to buy it, you need to exchange your fiat currency into on crypto exchanges to be able to do that, right? Then the next thing here is what? Blockchain Explorer. This is very important. Blockchain Explorer, these are tools that allows users to search and view information on the blockchain, such as transaction and wallet addresses, right? Now, let's make it very practical. Let's make it very practical. Uh, let's go to our browser. All right, so now let's consider now every blockchain has their own blockchain explorer, right? Now, what's the function of blockchain explorer again? It allows what? Users to search and view information on a blockchain, such as maybe transaction or wallet address. Maybe if I did I performed a let me say a transaction, and I want to check if the transaction uh, has been sent to the account, or I want to just view the transaction, know the wallet address that receive it. I can go to the blockchain explorer and view it. And all of these different blockchain networks have their different explorers. So know the one you want to explore before you go. So there's Solana, where you can see SoulScan, there is a BSC scan, there is a Ether scan for Ethereum, there is for Tron, there is for Tone, right? Now, if, for instance, if on my wallet, if on my wallet I did a particular transaction and I want to be sure that everything is in place, I can decide to uh, come to where there is transaction history, and check for what I did, right? This is not working, so I'll click on history. Now, these are some of the transactions on this account, right? If I want to confirm that this particular address have received it, I can click on it. If I click on it, you can see there's something like transaction at the bottom. If I click on that transaction, it is taking me to what? Tomeviewer.com, and you can see there is confirmation on it already. It's showing some confirmation, right? Can you see it's showing some confirmation? This is a core contract. This is the address that received it. This is the total number of tone that was sent. If I want to further uh, check more, or I want to check that particular contract address that received it, I can decide to copy an address, come and paste. Maybe I want to watch this wallet, see what they are holding. Can you see? The balance here is about 1 tone. Can you see? These are the different transaction on that. So this is just like you can use it to maybe just like the traditional system of banking where we talk about a statement of account and so on. This is where you can view the transaction on a particular account and they cannot be erased. They are there permanently, right? So let's go back. Let's go back. All right, so what's next? The next thing here is what? Gas fee. And that will be the last term for this very video, right? You can explore more, get to know more. There is more. There is more like bullish, bearish, bull, JIT, and so on. There are lots of them. So you just need to explore and get to interact with people, engage with people, join communities so that you can learn more about them. Then for gas fee, this is like a fee paid to miners and validators for processing transaction and executing smart contracts on a blockchain network. Now, the transaction on the Ethereum network require gas fees paid in Ethereum. If you are doing any transaction on any blockchain, their main token is what they are going to use to process the transaction. So as you do your transaction, they are going to charge you for the transaction fee, and that's what we are referring to as gas fee, right? So these are the few terms here. If you need to go deeper, I encourage you, just like I stated earlier, go more, explore more, be using these terms so that you can familiarize yourself with them on a daily basis.